We're going to continue our conversation this evening talking about banning the H word out of your life. Before we left for Queen Bee and the Bee Kids, we talked about some key root issues, or one key root issue that brings us to the place of hate, and that is bitterness. We're going to talk about the second one this evening that really brings us to the place of bitterness, or hate, and that is envious. The root word envious. When someone is envy, we get to a place where we never really stop for a moment and evaluate ourselves. We remain envious. Who wants to go first? Let's talk to Pastor Rochell. Let's keep the pattern going.
Oh, boy. You know what? Envy. Okay, I was thinking about what Pastor Eric just said just now about bitterness, about getting bit by that tick.
Yeah.
And it brought back a great memory for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to think of how I'm going to put it in there with envy. But if I could just say a little something right about that. When I was bitten by a tick, mm-hmm. my grandmother pulled it off and was not able to see very well. She didn't have good sight. Mm-hmm. So when she pulled it off, she left the head in there and did not know. Ooh. And years later, that little spot would itch me, and had to go and get surgery because of the damage that it had done. So just thinking about hate or envy, about how those things can be left there, bitterness, and you end up into to other stages mm-hmm. of resentment, dis-ease, and then disease. Mm-hmm. If someone has envy, looking at someone else and maybe wanting what they have and they don't have it, then that could cause you to end up in a very bad place. Mm-hmm. Very bad place.
And a lot of times, Pastor, it's not even having and they want, is that they don't want them to have, and they True. Can't have. You see what I'm saying? So it is a mixed thing, and because the Lord talks about being able to balance or based on your ability. And they know they're not able to carry or balance what the other person, but they just don't want to see that other person have it. So therefore, hate makes them say, I wish they lose it. Not that they could get it, but that it's no longer in their life. Go ahead.
And just thinking about all of that, all of the ramifications of mm-hmm. the sin of hatred, envy, what have you, I believe that we as the church of the living God, we've got the answer to help people mm-hmm. deal with it, because if they are allowed to keep it, it's going to cause disease.
Yes.
Because when I think about what that tick mm-hmm. did to my body, and we didn't know it was, was still there. It was years later that it started affecting me. And that's how sin is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It really wrecks our lives because we're not whole. We can't act that way. We can't be that way. God made us to be his children, but he has to deal with the sin in us, whatever has come our way, because whenever you have pain and hurt, that says someone has done something to you and you just didn't know where to take it.
Come on.
But if we take it to the Lord, but most times when it happens, we're too young and immature to even understand what that means. That's so we take it into our own bosoms, and we're not able to take care of it.
Yes.
We get these independent spirits. Oh, I got it. I can take care of it. No, we can't. Mm-mm. Jesus died that we wouldn't have to do that.
That's right. That's right.
So it is time for everyone to know, regardless of what place they are in this process,
yes.
they need to know you can bring it to the cross, you can bring it to Jesus, because he knows when it happened. That's why he does not allow us to judge each other in that manner. He says, because you don't know what happened but we can give each other the truth. We can continue to love each other right where the person is at. We love people right where they are, because you don't know what happened to them.
Yes,
You don't know
yes.
when it happened. So as we bring people in and say to them, yes, we know that there was real pain. We know that there was hurt. We know there's anger and bitterness
Yes.
and resentfulness that causes us to be not at ease. And if you're not at ease, you're going to end up with some kind of disease.
That
But
rhymes. Come
Jesus
on.
Christ has the power, the healing power
Yes.
to heal us everywhere we hurt.
Yes.
Everywhere
Yeah.
we hurt.
Not at ease, you could end up with some kind of disease.
You will.
Man, I love it.